hygiene tips nobody talks about, cleansing and washing edition. I'm going to teach you how to wash your kitty cat, how to wash your back door properly so that things are fresh and healthy down there. One thing to note is that down there is an organ that actually cleanses itself. So you're going to want to make sure that you're actually not putting any sort of soap or anything up inside of it. But we all sweat. Sweat can get trapped there. Bacteria can grow. We want to learn how to clean the outside and surrounding area. The first thing I do is cleanse with water. So basically under the stream of the water, before I even touch any soap or anything, I will take my fingers and spread it apart and wash inside. Like move the lips to the side, wash the area just with water, and then also every kind of crevice. Then what you're gonna want to do is take your hand and kind of like pull back on the top part, like really lightly with your finger, wash with water, kind of like under the hood, if you know what I mean. Here, for example, you're gonna pull this back and then wash really lightly with water right here with your finger. Next, I'll take the cleanser that I like to use the most and I will only wash the outside area. And basically with the wash, obviously everybody is built different down there. I'll take my fingers and like wash in the ridges like before your opening. So like if there's any crevices or ridges like before your opening, I wash like in between those. And for that, I use my body cleanser. A few other tips for staying healthy and fresh down there is I actually use a probiotic every single day, drinking a lot of water. My sister and I actually concocted what we call the juicy smoothie recipe. And basically, it makes that area smell really good and taste really good. So let me know if you want the recipe to that because I can also make that for you all. After you've finished your shower, using the right moisturizer is key. This is unscented. I'll show you using like my paper, all the areas that I put it, and this helps me to avoid any razor bumps or ingrown hairs from shaving that you can get, or even any like butt-knee or like acne that I would ever kind of like get on my body. So basically I won't apply it anywhere near this area, nowhere that you have to like move your fingers apart, no creases, no crevices, just like basically from here up I use it, and then also on my like inner thigh area as well. You get it. I hope that this helps. If you want any girl tips, just ask them in the comments.
Girl tips I wish I knew sooner part 40. Personal hygiene. Witch hazel on your bumhole after showering to remain odorless. Dry brushing helps drain lymphatic system. Detox your pits with a clay mask if your odor has been off. If skipping showers, at least clean key areas daily. Navel oiling helps improve overall health.
If you want to have the best everything shower, I've got you. Listen up. An hour before, you want to pop in an oil, but put it in the roots of your head and really massage it into your hair. Makes your hair so much softer. Now it's time to hop in the shower. You're going to put in some shampoo. Any shampoo works. Make sure you do it twice and use one of these. It really helps with getting out all the gross products in your hair, and also it helps hair growth. Then put in a hair mask. This one from Coco and Eve. Smells so good. While you're waiting, you're still in the shower. Now you're going to get an exfoliating mitt and scrub your skin raw. You will feel as smooth as a baby's bum. You obviously can go and shave your whole body if you want it. That should take about 10-15 minutes. Now you can take out your hair mask and get out of the shower. Out of the shower, it's time for skincare, which is the most important part. I want to get a moisturizer. This one by Bum Bum or Boom Boom, whatever you call it. Smells absolutely incredible. And then you want to put a body oil over it. This one from Recreation is my favorite. A body oil and a moisturizer is the best way to hydrate your skin. To everything shower, you're gonna be looking clean, feeling clean, and just looking good.
Best and worst ways to wash your vulva, let's go shopping. Avoid using soaps as these can be super drying. Using douches and loofahs can affect the pH balance of the vagina, leading to BV and a fishy odour. Feminine hygiene products are a marketing gimmick. They can lead to dryness and irritation over time. I even came across a deodorant. You don't need this. Wet wipes are another no-no because they can cause irritant dermatitis. Stick to a gentle, fragrance and soap-free wash like this one from Cetaphil. If you experience dryness, use a simple moisturizer to wash instead.
Here are 5 vaginal hygiene tips you should have learned as a child, but if you didn't, it's okay because you have me now. Part 2. First and foremost, this robe is not stained and dirty. I don't know what it is about the lighting or something that's making it look that way, but trust and believe if it was looking this stained and crazy in real life, I would have thrown it out. Anyways, let's get started. Number 1, only wear cotton underwear. And stay away from thongs and underwear that can be very binding and prevent breathing. Number 2, Yes, you can use soap down there. I'm tired of hearing this argument, so let's clear it up. You can use soap on the outer parts of your vag, but avoid putting anything inside unless it is medication that is meant to be there. You just gotta be careful which soaps you're using, and I have plenty of videos on this, so check out my V-Health playlist for more information. Or you can check out my Amazon storefront. I have some doctor recommended soaps there. Number 3, and this was one of the piggyback waffles in part 1, wipe front to back. I don't care if you're wiping your front and your back separately, still always use a front to back motion because you just never know. And I know it's uncomfortable and it's hard and it's weird, but I promise you your gynecologist will thank you. And if you don't believe me, ask your gynecologist, look up some videos on here from gynecologists. They will tell you the same thing, front to back, no matter if you're wiping separately or not. And you do not need to clean with water every time you wipe. I know a lot of you guys say that in the comments, but that is very false, and it can actually dry out your skin down there. If you're doing this for religious reasons, I totally respect you and have nothing against that. But if you're doing it for medical reasons, then please understand that your doctor would encourage you not to do this. And I know this because I asked, because your comments drove me crazy. Number 5, do not use towels or anything like that down there. Air dry and your hand is just fine to get you clean down there. Using towels and such can introduce bacteria that can cause infections. And finally, if you did not know these things already, please don't feel bad. This is a topic that is not discussed often, and people tend to treat the topic of vaginal hygiene like it's some kind of big secret, but it's not. This is a safe space for you to learn and share your experiences, and I always want to help you guys feel supported and seen. That being said, please don't leave any nasty comments shaming people who don't know these things or who do things differently than you do. Not everyone grew up with the same support system, but we can be a support system for each other right now, and that's what my page is all about. So like and follow for more. If you didn't know these things already, you found your family, and I'm here for you. Love you guys.
Underwear or panty liners a couple times throughout the week so you can clearly see what's going on with your discharge, because this is super important. Taking Dema Nose is a great way to keep your urinary tract clean, and it prevents UTIs much better than cranberry pills. If you shave, make sure you're changing out your razor if it starts to get dull to prevent razor bumps and ingrown hairs.
And hygiene tips I wish I knew sooner to control pH balance.
What you're gonna need is douche, applicator, plain, non-fat Greek yogurt, water bottle, or tap water. The first thing you wanna do is pour out water from the douche bottle because you don't need that. So I'm just gonna give this a good mix. We're gonna do 10 pumps of yogurt. So just pull it and pump. Rinse off the excess yogurt from the top because it's messy. Fill up the rest of the douche with butter. I'm going to put the top on, give it a good shake. When you take a shower, you're going to wash your area as normal and then pull this top up. Make sure you hear a clicking sound. It's going to clean. That's it.
3 things I wish I knew in my early 20s about my feminine hygiene. These. When I tell you exfoliating gloves have changed my life. Now, if you don't want to feel like a baby's booty skin, I suggest you stay away. Go be crusty somewhere else. But baby, I need my shower to be a full exfoliating routine. I need to feel scrubbed. So if you haven't switched over, that's okay. Some of y'all a little delayed. Number 2, your only lotion shouldn't be scented lotion. You need unscented lotions majority of the time. If you're only using Bath & Body Works lotion, especially with the glitter sprinkles, your skin is screaming at you. I can hear her. Get you a good Nivea, CeraVe, Vaseline, and you can add perfumes on top. But please give your skin a break from all the perfumes and scents. It's irritating. Number 3, I recommend you changing your washcloth every day. If you've been using the same washcloth for a few days, go smell it and refer back to this video.
If you want to be clean, use this. If you want to smell good, use this. If you want to be clean and smell good, use this and this. If you want to be clean all day, use this. If you want to be clean, smell good all day, use this, this, and this. If you want to be smooth, use this. If you want to be clean and smell good all day and be smooth, use this, 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 and this. If you want to be glowy, use this. If you want to be clean and smell good all day and be smooth and be glowy, use this, 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 and this. If you want to be moisturized, use this. If you want to be clean and smell good all day and be smooth, glowy, and hydrated, use this, 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 and this.
Hey sis, here are some feminine hygiene tips that I wish I knew in my teens. This first one is extremely important. You need to exfoliate before you shave. If you're someone that shaves, you really need to open up them pores, sis. Like, you can't just go straight in with the shavers, because that's when you get razor bumps, that's when you get dark marks, especially for someone that's dark skin, hyperpigmentation, girl, is not it. The next thing is panty liners. You need to make sure you're wearing some kind of panty liners on the weeks leading up to your period, because you don't want to be dealing with the unnecessary mess when you knew you could have just put on some kind of panty liner. And just to let you know, a panty liner is not the same as a pad. A panty liner is a bit smaller, and it just helps you for when you're having like those early signs of a menstrual cycle. Oh my gosh, this one is crazy. So please use the correct shaving stick. When I was younger, I used to use a shaving stick with just one blade on it, and I would wonder why I would get all of these ingrown hairs and everything like that. You need to use a 3-blade razor stick, and even better, use a men's one. You are going to rip your skin just using one blade. You need at least 3 blades so you can really get to them fine hairs that just are stubborn as heck. Use different body cloths for different parts of your body. And when I say body cloths, I mean the thing that you actually put the soap on to scrub your body. There needs to be one for your behind, there needs to be one for your front, there needs to be one for your main body, and then there needs to be one for like your face, etc. Just use different body cloths, because mixing all of that bacteria together cannot be good for you. Our final tip is diet. Oh my gosh, I actually underestimated how important diet is, especially coming up to your menstrual cycle. When you eat rubbish coming up to your menstrual cycle, you're going to suffer. At least a week before, try and eat some really healthy foods. This has worked for me so well when it comes to cramps, when it comes to pain. Another thing that worked for me really well with my cramps was fasting. There's something called a 16-8 fast, right? And you have an 8-hour eating window, but you have a 16-hour window where you fast. That seriously helped me with my period cramps, okay? When I don't do that, I can definitely see a difference. Your diet and your health is just as important as those painkillers you're taking when you're on your period, sis.
Girl, let me tell you some tips that will literally just transform your hygiene girl to girl. Like, trust me, I learned. Starting off, this should be known, but no scented soap down there at all. Like, no fragrance, no bad stuff, just pure clean soap. Dove sensitive skin is really good. Dr. Bronner's is good. Just clean types of soaps are like the only type of soaps you should be putting down there, and obviously like not inside. Nothing should go inside. Next is to replace your loofah with an African neck cloth. It doesn't harvest any bacteria. And loofahs will, like when you reuse them and put them back up and use it again, like it's just gonna collect bacteria. And if you're washing your skin, why would you want to like also be washing with bacteria? Like, that's the point, you know. Next, girl, double cleanse. Like, double cleanse your face, double cleanse your body, double cleanse. You would be surprised how much you would see on the second time cleansing and how much cleaner you feel on the second time cleanse. If you're dirty, start with an antibacterial wash. I like the Dove or Dial, and then wash with like a moisturizing wash afterwards to kind of help with the dryness from the antibacterial. Otherwise, you could double cleanse with anything that you want. You could even use the same soap if you wanted to. Another tip is when you're wearing makeup, make sure you're washing your face with an oil cleanser. An oil cleanser is going to just like get all of that makeup and dirt and bacteria out of your pores. And then to get the oil off, you're going to wash with a water-based gel type of cleanser, just so that your skin could be free and clear of oil. Start using an oil after you shower, because the oil with the moisturizer, like your skin will be 100 times more hydrated than if you were to just use the regular moisturizer alone. Like, body oils changed my life. Next, this doesn't really have to do with hygiene, but if you have dark spots on your armpits, turmeric and like those orange yellowy turmeric bars, they will be perfect for getting rid of dark discolored armpits. Also, if you were sweaty, use an antibacterial soap on your armpits and just let it marinate so that you are sure that the smell does not stick even after the shower. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope this helps you. Let me know if y'all want to part. Love y'all.
5 feminine hygiene tips I wish I knew earlier. If you struggle with razor bumps, you need to try this ingrown hair oil. I apply this right after I shower everywhere I've shaved, and I swear this makes everything feel so soft. I know lace lingerie is super cute, but please switch to cotton underwear. If you struggle with any sort of UTI, you need to try cranberry pills. You're gonna thank me later. Sometimes people overlook this step, but you have to increase your water intake. Last but not least, never use a soap with fragrance down there.
Oh, some people weren't taught that they were supposed to wash certain body parts, like in the shower, like, ew. I'm just kidding. I'm freaking kidding. You guys know that this is a judgment-free zone. My account, judgment-free zone. It's not your fault that no one ever taught you. That is why I'm here. By the way, all of these body parts that I'm about to mention, you can clean your whole body
body with one of these. I love using the Dove Sensitive Skin bar soap. It has no fragrance in it, but you can literally use any bar soap you can get your hands on, doesn't matter. And then I love using a washcloth, but you can also use like African net sponge cloth, I forget what they're called, or a loofah, but like a washcloth is the best to get like the crevices, you know. Okay, let's get right into it. Number 1, a lot of people do not know to wash their ass. They think the water from the shower just is gonna trickle down into their crack and they're good. No, honey. No, ma'am. You actually have to get all up in there with the soapy washcloth and then rinse. Open your cheeks if you have to, if you're thick. I just love talking about taboo things, embarrassing things for everyone, my friends, family, and people I went to high school with to see on the internet. Like, yes. And a little birdie told me that some people also just use their hand, like with soap on it, or just like nothing, like with water, and clean in the crack. Like, I don't know how you're bold enough to do that. I don't even want to touch down there with that. Like, don't do that. Don't get something, at least a loofah. They're like $1. These are like $1. You can reuse them, so there's no excuse. Also, make sure you're using a clean one in between all uses. Okay, next, this one is really controversial for some reason, but I like to wash my coochie. Okay, so I've made some videos before saying that I wash my coochie with bar soap and then like no context after that, and people were claiming that I like said to wash the inside. Bitch, I don't know where the hell you got that from. I had to make a whole separate video explaining how I wash it. I don't wash the inside. Stop making stuff up. I wash the outside. This one girl literally stitched my video, made a whole video about me bashing me for something that I never even said. And then I confronted her, and her caption was something like, "This is your sign not to listen to pretty girls about hygiene advice," or like something along the lines of like saying just because of how I look, just because I'm pretty means that I like don't know what I'm talking about and I'm dumb. Like, so I confronted that hoe, and then she took the video down because she realized she was like being mean. Anyway, that was just a story time. Why is my nose so red? Anyway, it is perfectly fine to wash your coochie, the outside flaps, okay, only where there's hair. Don't shove it up the coochie, that's not what I'm saying, with a fragrance-free soap on a washcloth, okay? Next, a lot of people do not know to wash their ears, even though they get the mustiest, okay? So you're just going to want to get in all of the crevices and behind them. Also, the back of your neck, everywhere. And don't forget the belly button. The belly button gets so musty. Lastly, but most importantly, wash your feet. Do not tell me that the water from the shower trickling down, all those soap and water, goes to your feet and cleans them. No, you have to scrub them. Scrub your feet. My boyfriend used to like not do that. His parents never told him to actually like, you know, pick up your foot and start scrubbing it in between the toes and shit. And I was like, you need to be washing the bottoms of your feet, girl. You're gonna get athlete's foot, babes. You're gonna get athlete's foot and you don't even play sport, girl. What? But I hope this helped someone that needed it. Let's all be clean girlies, okay? Let's all take care of ourselves. Let's all clean ourselves properly, okay? Love y'all. Bye.